Mic check 1, 2. What is going on, guys? It is Ahmed, and we are back today with the one, the only Off the Chain podcast. This is episode 5, believe it or not. And today we're going to discuss SaitARealty and a whole lot more, of course, with the overall global cryptocurrency market. Remember, guys, this is a huge shout out to Sheeb Inu, spelled Sheeba. They actually were willing to sponsor today's video, which will contribute to later towards the end of the stream the giveaway that we always do via trivia. So make sure you guys stay tuned. All you got to do is smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and you could be a part of the giveaway. So this is going to be exciting. We have Everything Meta joining us shortly, Rigor Mortis also joining us today, and we're going to talk about all things crypto, but specifically we want to talk about SaitARealty because, again, lots of FUD, and I am seeing it first and foremost. So let's go ahead and get to share. We'll go ahead and share the screen. Give me one moment. 1, 2, share screen. And I'm going to go ahead and add Everything Meta and Rigor Mortis to the chat. I think they're ready to roll. Let's see. Rigor Mortis testing. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Mic check. All right. We can hear you
clearly. Coming through okay? But
yep. You sound nice and clear. Everything Meta, I'm going to add you to the stream. How about you? Doing okay?
Perfect. Yeah, so I was just having some technical difficulties there, but I think I'm all good now.
All right. Now we are good to go. All right. So, guys, overall market looking pretty decent. Consolidation at its finest. Again, Bitcoin hovering around 44K. Ethereum right around $3,000. It doesn't want to hold above it. You know, it's just those few whales that keep selling and bringing us down. I don't know. But regardless, things are looking great in the overall global cryptocurrency market. Now, those of you who are joining us today for the first time, again, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. We do giveaways on every single stream. So today's no different. We are going to be doing a giveaway towards the end of the stream. And I want to make sure everybody is subscribed. And all you got to do is click the subscribe button and like the video. Let's get it out to more people. And speaking of getting it out to more people, what I need to do is tweet out that we are live. So Everything Meta, Rigor Mortis, what do you guys have to share with us in terms of the overall crypto market today?
No, I mean, across the board, it's obviously getting better. With Ukraine and everything going down last few weeks, we were going down pretty hard, 2,300 for Ether, for example. But now we're, getting back to that 3,000 mark. I think, and I'm optimistic. I know I said this last time as well. I'm usually always optimistic about this, but I don't know. I think a lot of the issues, a lot of the FUD that we were seeing earlier is kind of not being resolved, but it's less now. And I think, it's all about the technology. Like, crypto isn't supposed to be so volatile compared to the markets. It's not supposed to be reflective of what's going on with current events. But sure. Obviously it has been, obviously. It's insanely volatile. But I think we're kind of going towards that up and down and kind of going from there. Hopefully the moon from here, but we'll see.
Yeah, I completely agree with Meta's analysis there. I'm honestly not mad about where we're at, given the circumstances. We expected 2022 to be a very strong year. Obviously, there were powers that were not in our control that kind of affected the cryptocurrency market. We saw back in January, the Federal Reserve came out, CPI data just came out sky high, and they said, hey, we're going to need to get aggressive with interest rates. That kind of struck some fear into the market, and we started going down. And then we bounced back a little bit, and now, the whole tensions overseas, and that's causing a little bit of FUD, and then Biden's regulations. I mean, we've been talking about this like we're broken records at this point, but I'm not upset with where we're at given the circumstances. Now, I have been having some conversations with a good friend of mine that's been in cryptocurrency for a very long time. I mean, he's held practically every single crash. He's made quite a lot of money on cryptocurrency. And what he told me, he has a very interesting perspective. He said criminals, now get this, listen closely here. He said criminals are always first. They are the first people to always utilize tech that makes their operations easier on them. So they were the first to use cell phones. They were the first to use the internet. And now we are seeing, of course, we've been seeing them using cryptocurrency as a medium for their operations. And so he said we are still early because criminals are the ones that are most using cryptocurrency, and institutions haven't caught on just yet. Now, obviously, we're seeing institutional involvement grow over time and as we go further and further in. But I thought that was a really interesting take. Now, of course, the flip side of that is now we are seeing with Russia, for example, how they're using cryptocurrency. You are criminally beautiful. how Russia is using cryptocurrency. Sorry, I was reading the chat there. How Russia, yes, is using cryptocurrency as a way, as a medium almost, to circumvent some of the financial sanctions that have been placed on them. So another take that I saw was that, okay, as Russia is building up their reserves of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, what if people out in the West, and now this is going to be super fuddy here, and I apologize for that, but this is just, what I'm seeing right now. What if people out West, or the West, I should say, starts spreading FUD on cryptocurrency, knowing that Russia is holding a big position as a way, because they're doing it to circumvent some of the sanctions. The West is getting upset at that. What if the West comes out, Biden and the administration come out and say, you know what, we're going to impose super regulations on cryptocurrency as a way to make sure Russia doesn't get a leg up on them. Now, these are obviously bearish sentiments, but it's just what I'm seeing right now. And it's super, super interesting.
That is a really interesting take. I mean, the thing that you said in the latter, when you mentioned that the US might come out and decide to impose some kind of regulation because of, my question to you is how would they be able to impose, especially when it comes to decentralization, right? Decentralized wallets, when we're talking about MetaMask, even Coinbase wallet, things that have no attribute, like they're not attributed to the person trading with them, unless you're talking about, IP tracking, and what would that look like?
Right. And this is a conversation that we had a couple of streams back whenever I asked Meta the same exact question. And it's something that I've been thinking about for a very long time. We got to understand something, guys. The cryptocurrency market is pretty fragile. You know what I mean? Like I said on the other stream, one man's tweets can literally send it flying up or flying down. And so the cryptocurrency market is very fragile. So it doesn't take very much for them to really have an impact on something like that. If they came out and simply said, hey, we are going to implement stringent regulation on cryptocurrency, that in and of itself could be enough to send it going down. And they could even go after the likes of Coinbase, crypto.com, centralized exchanges even, which they could regulate very heavily. And that, I think, alone would be enough to send it going down. So obviously, I'm not talking about the DeFi space, which is more what we're involved in, but more on the centralized exchanges side. I think that's where they could really hit, do a lot of damage. So just something to think about. Obviously, nothing is set in stone, but it was just something that I thought about with a friend of mine earlier today. And the thought came up, and we were just brainstorming ideas as to how they could regulate cryptocurrency. And I think the bottom line is, it doesn't have to be something overt. It could just be them simply saying regulations are coming.
That's a really good point. And I really like the statement he made regarding criminals and using new tech as it comes out. Like, I think we should take a moment to appreciate the fact that is think about the World Wide Web, the internet, www. Who were the first users of the internet?
Right.
And these underground individuals that were using it to do what they were doing. We won't comment on that. But same thing, cryptocurrency, cell phones, as you mentioned, all in general, tech, especially innovative tech, does come with that criminal ability, if you will. So, and you're right. Oftentimes right now, the way that crypto, if you go ask my parents, for example, what is cryptocurrency? I remember the day I told them, Mom, Dad, I'm going to leave my job as a pharmacist and I'm going to be doing crypto and crypto YouTube full time. They said, what? Because all they see in the news is, I remember my dad called me soon after. He was like, did you hear about this? What was it? The gas lines that they were able to hack into in the East Coast.
Right.
He was like, Ahmed, no, you can't do this. I was like, Baba, there's so many more applications than what you're seeing on the news. Mainstream media will do what they can to create, catastrophe and create a sell-off because they want to get into. Right. But yeah, Meta, what's your take, man?
I think where I do see a more clear path for regulatory side of things is with central banks minting their own currency. So the CBDC, central bank of digital currency, creating their own asset. And a specific example is Jamaica recently. I think a few weeks ago, Jamaica had they did a pilot where they were rolling out a currency, a digital currency. So instead of holding cash, now you hold this digital currency. When you go to the store, say you go to Walmart and you want to pay for something, instead of pulling out dollars or whatever, you just literally scan a QR code and the money goes from your wallet there. I think that's probably that might be where we see a lot more. obviously the government's going to want to try to get into adoption there. And if we see a lot more transactions happening there, I don't know what that means in terms of that means like the government will be able to see all your transactions. They'll be able to see where all the money flows. Where previously, like I can give you $1, then you spend $1 somewhere, and that dollar goes somewhere else. In this case, all the money, like you can track everything and see exactly where it goes. That's what I'm assuming will happen, is that it will just allow for harder to kind of hide trails of money, which will kind of go against decentralization. But I do see that kind of being an area where there is a little bit more clarity on regulatory side of things. But in terms of typical crypto, like your other coins, I still don't know. I'm still very curious to see what happens there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and as Rigger said at the beginning, this is a fragile market, and that's what makes it kind of rough to invest in right now. Being early into any market, it's not just one way up, right? As fast as we go up, we can come back down, and that shows you. Like, you guys remember our first stream? Where was BTC our first stream, which was approximately a week ago, maybe a little bit less, like 35, 36K maybe, and now we're coming in today at $44,000.
Right.
Like, that just shows you, and we're looking at the mother of all tokens. But, again, the big focus for today's stream, speaking of tech, is SaitaRealty, and the continuation of being a Saitama investor and how rough it has been. It really has. And there's no better way to put it. Time and time again, we have been delayed. We have had failure after failure after failure. And this is that, when they say failure leads to success, like, I don't know. At this point, like, I'm looking at this post that they posted earlier today. This is 3 hours ago. And if we could read it, finally 1.11.1, which again, we'll blame Apple for the delay of having people, having iPhone users like myself have the ability to update their apps so they can start swapping their tokens. Well, guess what? Updated to version 1.11.1 and attempted to swap. Still wasn't working as I don't think it should. And so I understand that we have been extremely patient with SaitaMask, and the team is doing what they can to make it happen. And this is one of those things, like over promising and under delivering continuously. I'm still holding Saitama, believe it or not. And I'm looking at the comments on the right hand side here, right? We can, like, I don't know if we can look at all the tweets and comments that the investors have been saying. Like, this guy said, all my Saita is in this wallet. Now it won't load at all. I swear, if it ever works again, I'm out of this project. They've unsuccessfully launched multiple times now, botched over and over again. Wow, I've been patient. Everything was working great. Now nothing again. So that's the reality of being an investor, though. What people need to understand, being an early investor into anything, you have to work with the kinks, the bumps, the failed launches. That's a part of being in this space. And I think people are misunderstanding what it means to be a crypto investor in 2022. In 2025, 2026, I understand none of this is going to be acceptable. Right now, people are making it seem like it's unacceptable. But the reality is, this is $1 billion token, which I'm not giving them any excuses, guys. No excuses whatsoever. Because they, with the amount of funding they have and the people that they have backing their token, the individuals that are software engineers, the techs, their engineering team, as they call them, these are the guys that should be solving these issues prior to even an initial launch. Because if we're seeing these issues now, what's going to happen on March 4th, 2022? What's going to happen with SaitaRealty launches with 300,000 individuals potentially ready to invest in this new token? If it's not able to handle single swaps from each and every one of us, what's going to happen when it's overwhelmed by this gigantic influx of potential users? It's rough, man. So yeah, we're here to discuss, just kind of talk about what our thoughts are with SaitaRealty. I think, again, as I've been hearing, there is gonna be potential with it, but I 110% say unacceptable. But they have a lot of room to make up for it now, because if SaitaRealty has a successful launch, SaitaMask starts fully functioning as it should have all the way since November of 2021, then again, I think investors will come back in, because look at the price action. This is hard to look at.
It is a day trader's paradise right here.
Exactly. It's been so rough, volatile, ups and downs, nothing steady. And you can see excitement begins. And another piece of bad news, and then excitement, and then another piece of bad news. So it's been hard. It's been hard being an investor in Saitama, but again, I do have faith in these folks, and I hope for the best. But it's been rough, guys. So Meta, Mortis, let us know what you guys think, man. What's your thoughts? You're both invested, so let us know.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm disappointed. I'm going to start off by saying that this is obviously a disappointment, because if you're an investor in a token, and by the way, by market cap, a top 100 token, then you want to hold them to that standard, obviously. You know what I mean? You want them to deliver on time. You want to make sure that the product is polished, and time again, they've let us down. But of course, I always want to take a step back, and I want to assess the situation. Would I want them to launch an app where there are going to be potentially hundreds of thousands of users, where there could be mistakes, where people could potentially lose funds, where there could be bugs and glitches, where people could lose their money? No. So yes, it is disappointing, but I'd rather wait and have a 100% polished product than have them release it and have them do fixes as we go along. These are just growing pains. Like you said, we are very early in the space. We do want to hold them accountable, but we also want to cut them some slack. There's a very fine balance between these two things, because they are launching a product where gas fees are going to be incredibly low, hopefully. They are launching a product where you are going to be able to swap their native token for another token. They have to inject liquidity. They're making it so that arbitrage bots can't go after your money and front run transactions. These things take a lot of time and coding on the back end, and their team has been working tirelessly to get this right. So for me, yes, it is disappointing, but I am cutting them some slack because they are doing something special, and I'm willing to wait and make sure they get it right. So these are just a part of the growing pains that come with cryptocurrency. We do want to hold them accountable, but at the same time, let's take a step back and make sure they do it the right way.
Yeah, and I was honestly very worried today. I was watching the Russ AMA, and he was talking about, hey, like, yeah, we should be launching at 5 p.m. And like till that point, the iPhone app wasn't out yet, and like I don't. It just seemed like there wasn't a lot of structure. Like it should have been apparent from the start that day that, hey, we shouldn't launch yet because the app isn't available yet. And I played around with the app a little bit. It's like it's not. It wasn't ready. Like it's just there was a lot of things that could have gone wrong. So I was just taken back by how late the decision was made to push it out. I think that should have been an easier decision to make earlier on. Yeah, because like Rigger said, like you're playing with a lot of people's money now. And I was where like I transferred some money, and I was like, oh, what if something happened and somehow I lose it all? But regardless, I still remain optimistic. It seems like, hopefully by Friday everything's resolved and figured out. The app, I mean, at the end of the day, it does seem pretty cool. Gas fees are a lot less, and I think it'll work out. I'm excited to see what happens. I think there's a lot of potential here, especially for what SaitaRealty is doing itself. I think their project, the concept is really cool.
It's innovative.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. And, just to keep the jokes rolling, one of my friends also got in on, he sent some Ethereum from his wallet to SaitaMask. And it took about, I would say, over an hour for the money to actually appear, or 2 hours maybe for his ETH to appear. Then he texted me shortly after, because usually, when you transfer from wallet to wallet, no more than 5 minutes into Ethereum, the ERC20 blockchain. So he messaged me, he said, hey, mind sending me Russ's phone number? I want to call him so I can get my money back. I was like, yeah, man, I'm sure a lot of people want Russ's number to get their money back. But thankfully now, as of today, things are functioning a little bit better. iOS users can download the version 1.11.1, which allows you to start actually using the swap function to swap for new tokens. So only time will tell. But again, the fact that they pushed it yet again to Friday, March 4th, after this is kind of my take on it. Like when Russ tweeted this earlier, was it today? I didn't even vote, to be honest. But he said, hey, Saitama and SaitaRealty, as we wait for iOS update, should we push the SaitaRealty launch back a day to allow everyone ample time to get familiar with the app? So back a day. Mind you guys, the initial launch was supposed to happen the 1st, yesterday. All right, we pushed it 24 hours because iOS was not allowing people to trade. iOS went live. Well, it looks like we're kind of getting nervous because it's getting too close to 5 p.m. So at 9:24 a.m., sent out a tweet, let's push it another day. Well, we pushed it another day. And after that, well, actually, let's push it 2 days out. so we can get people more time, because it looks like, again, not all iOS. It's just, if you want to graduate from the meme token investor base, you have to have your working, functioning products. Because I'm thinking about this in any publicly traded company, right? When we look at stock market or cryptocurrency, it does not matter. Any of these companies, they have to make sure they're on their stuff. Investors, especially institutional investors, people with the big money, they have zero tolerance for this. And that's why we're seeing, if you're watching the Saitama chart, you see the 50, 60 ETH sales coming in. You're seeing the whales cash out of their positions because they're like, deuces, your product is not working. It's not functioning. I'm out. Maybe when it's working and functioning again, I'll come back in. But that's how it's been. And,
Yeah. It's like, that's what you see in the stock market. Like, for example, when Snapchat has their earnings at the end of the quarter, if like investors see that they missed earnings by like X%, then that's when you see the stock market, like that's when you see their stock dropping 20% because they didn't meet expectations. So it's all about expectations. I guess in this case it's a little different, maybe because I feel like it builds up more hype, maybe. Yeah, I feel that's kind of what happened with Lily as well. Obviously they didn't go well, but in this case, like I think it helps them reach more people, but at the same time you're annoying a lot of people as well. Like, but when you keep pushing and delaying it like that.
It's a good analogy.
That is an excellent analogy. Looking at that's a perfect analogy, because the question becomes is like, why did Saitama drop so much from November 13th? Everybody knows what November 13th was. That was the day SaitaMask was initially to be launched. During the SaitaMask event in Las Vegas, people flew out from different countries, different cities across the entire US to attend this conference. And funny enough, I was telling the Discord members, to be honest, this is potentially one of those opportunities to sell the news prior to the event, maybe sell out of the position. Well, some people waited till after, but then again, they got burned because people were like, wait, what? The product's it's going to be ready in 2022 now? So push back 2 months. Well, 2022 came, beginning of January. All right, we were doing decent. Wait, what? You're going to delay it again? And you could see the price action for Saitama follows exactly what's been going on in terms of their deliverables. The failed deliverables have created significant sell-offs time after time. So we're hoping for the best. I still think, again, for those of you who truly have conviction in Russ, Max, his team, Saitama Builder, all the individuals that are part of this group, Nam, their tech group, then again, for an entry point, you're getting in at prices that we didn't see since October of 2021, before the big run-up. So if SaitaMask officially releases, everything is excellent. No kinks, no delays, no lags. The gas fees are truly near $0, as they've been telling us. And then people stop using Uniswap and come over here. Well, guess what? Let's just go over to Uniswap just to use a direct comparator, right? If we look at Uniswap by market cap, it's currently sitting at a $6.9 billion market cap. Remember, guys, at all-time highs, Saitama got to a $5 billion market cap. It was closer to like maybe even $7 billion. So it was pretty much approaching where Uniswap is today, because people were thinking, hey, for a swap mechanism, SaitaMask might be the gold standard. And they have the potential to do so, because guess what? They have direct bank to swap functions where you can take your debit card and make direct purchases for cryptocurrencies. That's innovative. Low gas fees. Instead of paying $400 or $500 gas fees, they were telling us you're going to be paying pennies, maybe $1 to swap any of these ERC20 tokens. But unfortunately, again, missed deliveries, but they can make up for it. That's the best part about this market. Remember, people tend to forget about the past as long as you start to deliver. So talked a lot about Saitama.
Quick question I wanted to ask real quick.
Yes, sir.
I'm not sure if you guys are familiar, but if once SaitaRealty comes out and people start swapping their Saitama for SaitaRealty, does that mean the price of Saitama will decrease with those swaps happening?
Yeah, because that's equivalent to cashing out and selling for Ethereum, because you're swapping for a new asset. So that's actually a really good point. So Saitama's price impact or price action. Wow, I didn't even think about that, but that's actually.
Neither did I. Yeah,
because I was thinking like your current Saitama holdings will be impacted. Like, is it better? Are you just better off transferring as much as you can to SaitaRealty, because then your current holdings were going to get negatively impacted by that. But I wasn't sure if the liquidity or something is like different in the setup or not. But that was something I was kind of curious about as well. If you get an influx of people transferring at one time, what that will do for Saitama.
I wonder how liquidity is going to work, because this isn't going to be on Uniswap. So they could actually like divert all the liquidity that they get from Saitama into like a completely different wallet, but I don't know exactly what they're going to do, or if they're going to have their own, because they have their own pool where they have Saitama and SaitaRealty. That's a really good point, though.
And I'm
Yeah.
reading the comments. Marco said it will cause a hybrid burn, and Philip said Russ said it won't affect the price.
Interesting.
I am interested to know, because I think the easy thing to do is, again, if you're willing and you want to take the risk, putting like a game plan now after you mentioned that could potentially be taking your Saitama, move it all into SaitaRealty. Saitama drops, SaitaRealty goes up, get back into Saitama at a lower price point, and then Saitamask is working. Saitama goes up, everyone's happy, make a lot of money. But anyway, yeah.
Can we appreciate for a second what they're building though? Like with SaitaMask, like literally a wallet
Absolutely.
and a swap at the same time.
Yeah.
Like right now, you use MetaMask, you got to go to Uniswap. You use Coinbase Wallet, you got to go to Uniswap. This is like a wallet and a swap combined, which is actually really special.
Absolutely. No, they're as long as it's fully functioning, this thing is going to be huge.
Yeah,
it's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. But Russ, come on, man. Come on, man.
They'll get it done.
Yeah, they'll get it done. I'm not doubtful. But you guys, you know what it's time for, right? It is time for the sponsor of the day. We have with us, guys, Sheeb Inu. You never thought we'd see another Sheeb Inu, but guess what? We are seeing a new Sheeb Inu. So Sheeb Inu, they created a play-to-earn game that is actually fully functional and live right now. They are sponsoring today's stream. So I'm going to give a moment for the developer to come on, talk about the project, discuss things in details, maybe get a quick glance at the game as well, followed by our stream giveaway. So make sure you guys stay tuned till the end. If you haven't already, smash the like button and also subscribe to the channel. Those are the only two requirements for you to potentially be a winner from the giveaway towards the end. So without further ado, the Sheeb Inu owner goes by the name of Sheeb.
Hey,
Milky.
how's it going?
Good.
Hey,
How are
Milky.
you, Milky? How are you doing?
Pretty good. Just tired.
All right. I like your name, man. Milky. Sketchy.
Thank
the
you.
alias. Absolutely. All right, man. So tell us about Sheeb Inu. Tell us about your project, everything that you're developing, this play to earn game. Let us know what we want to know.
Yeah, so pretty much we've been working on the development of this project for about 3 months and a half. We started on the project as an idea, obviously, and after that, we automatically got started on trying to find the right team of gaming developers that work with blockchain. And we were able to put this game together which is just a beta, within 2 months and a half. Excellent. And there's still a lot of stuff going into it and a lot of stuff that we're going to be doing. Like, for example, people being able to actually play with NFTs inside the game to have their own, their own special Shiba that they decide to purchase. We're also going to be, allowing people right now, if you're early enough, to start earning with the game and being able to earn freely without actually even holding any Shiba. So what we've been actually doing too is growing an organic growth instead of going towards the usual, pump and dump route that everybody tends to do nowadays. We wanted to grow this nice, slow, and organic, which is the reason why we also took the time, outside of the development of the game, to actually build connections with different people, to be able to get them on board on the project, to understand what we're doing, understand our vision with the project. How, we're not trying to be like these other projects where they say, hey, we're going to come out with this and we're going to do this. And by the time that's actually done, or they even get started on that, the project's already dead. So it's best for us to give a small beta, allow people to play. 1 second, my love. My dogs. Okay, my love. Go over there, please. Sorry about that.
Little did you know you're on the Off the Chain podcast right now.
Man. So that's what I have to deal with. I have to balance with this and my family, but it's all good. I love it.
That's awesome. Man.
Yeah. So like I said, we got the game going. We're in a beta version. We want to allow to have, a decent amount of volume flowing through the game. So that way people could be able to play, earn, and start seeing that it actually works. Right now, people can't earn right away. They have to wait at least 7 days, which is kind of like a small vesting period to not have people just dump on us by playing the game, going crazy, and then earning tokens and just start selling. So we did that. Also, we did have a private sale and a public sale. both private and public sales, both were limited to 0.1 and 0.5 contribution, which didn't allow the private sale people to go above 0.5% of the supply. And same with the public sale. It didn't allow people to go, I believe it was like 0.33% of the supply. So it was very minimal. There was no wallets with over 1%, none of that. So other thing we also did was all of our private investors their tokens are vested. So they do receive 40% at launch, 20% each week. Aside of that, we did lock our liquidity for, I think it's 4 months. Yeah, we were locked for 1 month, and we extended it for additional 3 months yesterday. And we also did a 12 billion token burn yesterday. So
nice.
we're trying to keep this as organic as possible. Slowly bring on people that believe in the project. And the website you're seeing right now is actually gonna be changed up. We're gonna revamp it. I know it looks cool and all, but we're gonna make it a lot better.
All right, that is absolutely amazing, man. And I'm looking at the map, so it kind of sounded like the sheep. I really like what you guys are doing here. And let's see, we have phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. And you guys launched how long ago now?
It's going on 3 days.
Oh, wow. I didn't know it was that new.
Yeah,
and so
it's pretty new.
one question off the top from your beta here
sir.
that you guys have. I'm seeing what looks like potentially some NFTs, right?
Yes, sir.
And so when you're actually playing the game, will your NFT show up as shown here on the gaming platform?
As long as, let's just say you have the Spider-Man NFT Shiba, you'll be able to play as your Spider-Man NFT Shiba in the game once we release the blockchain integration. Because what we're trying to do is build everything on milestones. Before the launch, we released the free version of the game where people could just play. Yesterday, we released the actual ability to start earning and start racking up your points. Now what we're going to do is build some hype around there, allow people to play the game, start getting the word out there. After that, release the NFTs. Once we release the NFTs, come out with the integration of the actual NFTs in game. For now, they're just going to be skins where people could just play with the skins. But once again, this is a beta. This is just a teaser to show people that we can actually deliver. After we do this, we're going to be coming out with the official game, which is going to be completely revamped, way more high quality. The characters looking, they already look good, but just a little bit better. So that way it's kind of like, when you've seen Super Mario when it first got started, and then after a few development, it got a little bit, different. So that's the same thing we're going to be doing. The game's going to be a lot more, in a sense, gamer like for people that are gamers, being able to actually get an NFT where you're able to purchase your NFT through the game and be able to use like the gun in the game or use your skin to give you more power, all that kind of stuff. So it gives them better abilities and stuff and that type of stuff.
All right. And if I wanted to play, so I just click play beta.
Just click play beta, let that load. You're going to have to let that sit for a little bit. And then after that, it just loads on its own.
It goes live.
Yeah. So just give it a bit.
All right. And I see you guys have a chart here on Dex Tools. Meanwhile, let's just see how you guys' overall price action has been looking.
We had a decent sized dump today, but honestly, I'd say we're doing pretty well because we haven't even reached our starting price from when we first started.
Yeah, so I do see, it looks like pretty significant sell-off pretty much, March 2nd, so today. But now you guys are recovering quite nicely.
Yes, sir.
Very cool.
We have a good community.
Yeah.
I think people like Pablo and Adam Shelton for helping us out, keep the community positive and keeping the community, hyped up. So it's really cool.
Gotcha. And I saw in your documents that you're looking to add a Sheeb DAO as well.
Yes, we are going to be doing a Sheeb DAO because we want to be able to allow the community to make the decisions on what we're going to be doing as soon as our Sheeb DAO releases. So which more than likely will be when the actual official game comes out. And aside of that, is going to be a whole, interface where people are able to go on there and actually connect their wallet and make the decision on what you want to vote. But you obviously have to be holding Sheeb tokens.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, we'll be setting up like, collab land, all that stuff on Discord to have, more of a closer, connection with the actual DAO members and such.
Guys, I think I'm officially addicted.
This game looks sweet.
It literally reminds me of
Mario.
Yeah.
So you said after 7 days, you can start
You'll get your first airdrop of Shiba tokens. After that, after your first 7 days, every day at 12 a.m., whatever you've earned for that day will get deposited into your wallet.
So how does it work? How do you actually earn? So like right now he's playing this game. Does he like take a screenshot or see content?
No, it's actually since he doesn't actually have his wallet connected, it's not really counting.
Oh,
anything.
Gotcha.
Oh, I see a button right there.
Oh
yeah, once it's actually connected, it's gonna start counting the actual tokens, and it's every 100 tokens it counts. We don't have the exact number of exact tokens that it counts right now. That's the whole reason why we're also doing this first 7 period as well. It's because of the price. The price fluctuates,
Right.
So we want to make sure that people are at least earning a minimum of at least $20 a day.
Wow.
$20 a day?
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they just keep on playing the game over and over and over again, and just keep stacking up all the points. So the more coins you get in the game, the more enemies you kill. Also, too, we do have boss fights in the game. So when you have boss fights, you're able to earn double the points of what you usually earn.
How many levels are there?
There's a total of 36, and that's 36. Just right now that we're allowing people to see those 36.
Gotcha. You guys
shortly we're going to be closing it down to 20, just to we don't want to just give everybody the whole piece of the pie,
right?
You know what I mean? It's just more of the building momentum, building actual user base to actually allow people to learn the game and start repping the game and telling their friends about the game. Like, hey, I just earned this much from this game, and the price action is going up, so now my tokens that I've earned are worth more. So
right.
And how do you shoot on this game?
J would be shoot, and then K would be punch.
That's cool.
So he has his little gun, his little Nerf gun.
Let me go.
That's cool.
See if I can go.
And how long would somebody have to play in order to to earn that $20?
Honestly, we don't know yet, because of the simple fact that we need to make sure the actual count based off the price is on point. Right. But that's something that we're going to be coming out with very soon. We're going to be giving out all that information, a complete breakdown. I was hoping to have it yesterday, but my developers were like, you're going to have to wait a bit because we need to make sure that everything's on point. You don't just want to put out the wrong information out there, which I totally agree.
Right.
And Milky, can you tell us, like, what's your background, man? This is
not my first blockchain project. I've had a few. And aside of that, I'm actually a business owner. I've owned, different online marketing companies, and also not just that, but I also own restaurants and food trucks. So I'm a businessman. I'm not this, random person just trying to get into crypto. I completely shut down my restaurants to focus on crypto. So, but yeah, I've had a few projects on Binance and Solana, and all of them, did decently well. They all had their use case delivered, and we always kept our promise. Never. And also another thing too is we always under promise and over deliver. So like right now we're actually working on another use case that I'm not going to speak about publicly, but it's going to be really cool because now people, are going to get more benefits for just being able to hold their sheep. So I'll definitely talk to you about that outside of this, so but yeah, I want to keep it a little bit of a secret because it's something that we want to make sure it's done and operating properly before we actually release it.
Awesome. Well, guys, that's the end of the stream. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy myself. I just want to beat this level.
Oh, and that's the other thing too. You only have one life, so once you die, you have to start all over again. So it kind of makes the game a little harder for people.
Oh, so if you're on like level 7, you have to start all over.
No. You'll just start all over for that level 7 again. Yeah.
All right. One more time. I'm just playing. All right.
Once you reach your checkpoint, that's kind of where you're at.
Wow. Well, kudos. I mean, honestly, it's always neat to see projects that launch with a working product. You just don't see that in the space. They're like, oh yeah, just so you're like, I'm not gonna use any examples, but oftentimes projects will be like, yeah, we have a play to earn game coming out. It's been 7 months. I haven't seen anything.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like most projects end up saying they're gonna have a utility, and then the project's dead by the time the utility is even out or even created.
Yeah, this is cool. This is really cool. Well, I'm excited. I'm going to join the Telegram. I just want to see, what the community is about. But for me, honestly, like I've been looking for a game to play. I haven't been playing much video games at all. But if you tell me I'll get paid $20 to play some Mario, that sounds
it
nice.
Brings back memories, man. It does. That was my favorite game. So,
And the big thing that people don't misunderstand is like, oh no, for games we need like the best of the best quality, 3-dimensional MMO. The thing about it is, remember what happened in 2013, 12 when not Angry Birds, what's that game? Flappy Bird.
Happy Birds.
Flappy Bird. Remember, that was like, it was a 2-dimensional, very basic game. There was no play to earn, but that competitive aspect and the social media presence that it had, that's what you need to do. You need to get this out to like gamers on Twitch to start playing your game. And then it's addictive. Like, I want to play right now. I literally want to play some more.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, this is awesome. Well, big congrats on your project. I'm looking forward to seeing the growth. Again, this is very, very early. So yeah, this is one that definitely you guys should be doing your research on. Check it out. And a huge shout out to Milky and his team for sponsoring today's stream, which means now we will actually open up the floor for questions before we do trivia. Do you guys have any questions for Milky about Project Sheeb?
Ask away, guys.
Ask away, folks. Ask away. While we're asking, I'm gonna play one more time.
I can get us started here. So I'm curious, how big is your team around this? Because your product looks like it's pretty well developed. I think you guys have a very reasonable roadmap, and you've obviously been hitting your milestones. So how big is this? How many people do you got working with you?
When it comes to the blockchain side, we have about like 6 people. Okay. When it comes to the actual team, we have probably like 10 to 12 people.
Wow. Okay.
When it comes to like core team and such. So
that's a very good sized team.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be able to do it without my team. I give them so much love and respect for everything they do for us and for the project. It's crazy.
Gotcha. And then you also mentioned that, apart from just the game, there are different utilities that are coming for Sheeb holders as well, right?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because we've already got people telling us, so are you doing anything else? And I'm just like, okay, well.
Right, because the game is not enough, right?
For now, I guess. But it's just a beta. Once again, you know what I mean? It's we got to make sure everything is right before we bring it to the masses. It's just I heard you speaking earlier, and it's like, the site you could play it on is sheebainu.io/gameplay, or just go straight to the main website and click the play beta.
And by the way, everything for Sheeb is in the description below. So if you look in the description right down below, you'll find information about their website, their Twitter, their link tree, everything. So you don't have to venture out too far.
Yeah, but I heard you earlier saying how, like, it's sometimes you promise something and then that date doesn't get met, and then it kind of creates a sell-off, all that kind of stuff. So that's what we wanted to avoid, because we've seen that happen too much in the past. So that's why we said we want to make sure the utility is up and running, make sure people understand it's a beta. They play it, they give us their feedback, any of that stuff. We take everybody's feedback in consideration, because at the end of the day, that's the whole point of building a DAO, right? So that everybody has the ability to decide on what we do. So, yeah,
absolutely,
most definitely.
Awesome. And it looks like we don't have many question takers. So
honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. Almost every voice chat I get on and I talk, I kind of clear out everything.
Yeah.
And so, there's really no questions, but there's always those people who are curious about other things that don't come to mind. So, and they're always free to message me on, Telegram or whatnot. They could jump in the chat and, ask their questions. It's at the end of the day, I'm not going to hide from nobody. I'm here to make people feel, safe and make sure that their investment is safe. I'm going to bust my ass off to make sure everybody's investment, grows.
I love it, man. Awesome, Milky. Well, again, thank you for joining us today. Really, really loving this project at first glance. And again, you said the new website's going to be revamped, and this is just the beta. So more things to come. I mean, the game flow is clean. I didn't have any issues playing 6 times there, and I kept failing. But
yeah, it's we made sure that all the bugs were out. You know what I mean? Obviously, sometimes in games, bugs appear randomly, but at least it's not going to interfere with the actual earning side, and that's the most important.
Yeah, that's awesome. No, that's really exciting. I was talking to my wife. We were talking about child plan, like having children. I was like, our children will only play to earn games.
Yeah.
Well, you see, you mentioned children. Actually, let me bring this out there because I haven't spoke about this. We actually, something that's on our, not that we have set in stone, but since we are going to be part of the GameFi ecosystem, we want to be able to potentially create more educational games for kids to get involved, since our character, I personally feel it's cute enough to attract, kids to want to play and learn about this, space of metaverse and, you know, play to earn and all that. Because most of these kids are like my little brother's stuck at home playing Fortnite and stuff like that. So why not come play over here and earn some money? You know what I mean? Like, it's a new way of learning. We also want to be able to have days where we go on voice chat and, you know, have certain people come on board and teach people about crypto, how to take profits, how to, you know, all that kind of stuff. We want to be educational as much as possible. All grow together and learn together.
I love it, man. Yeah, and you know, all these kids playing Temple Run, Surf, Subway Surfer. All no, it's time to do some play to earn $20 a day. Like they'll never ask me for money.
That's a lot. For somebody in a third world country too, that's a lot. And that's kind of my main goal too, is to try to bring in flow for, like, you know, for people in third world countries to be able to get involved. A lot of people in, you know, that are in my team, no, they're not Fiverr hired people that I've actually met in this space where we've grown together, that are from third world countries, and they bust their asses off, work hard, never, like the person that designed all this, you know what I mean? He's from a third world country and he gets shit done. I tell him, we need this, boom, let's go, no questions asked.
He's on it.
Well, you seen the Your Pop design he made?
Oh yeah, that was
cool. Quick and impressive. Yeah,
he designed the Shiba too when he first created it, all that. So the NFTs are pretty much almost all done as well. So it's cool.
Excellent. Well, Milky, I'm really, like, again, I had no idea what your project was or your product was, but as I mentioned, you know, I'm looking forward to collaborating with you in the future. And yeah, if you want to talk after, this I think is going to be a pretty big deal very soon.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you for having me, and all of you guys for, you know, allowing me to come up here and speak.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Guys.
Yep. Take care now.
Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Take care.
All right, everybody.
Cool game.
Sheeb. This is a cool game. This is, honestly, guys, like, this is this channel, like, it brings the joy back to YouTube for me. I don't know. I was talking to Rigor Mortis about it. We were discussing, like, how much fun we have doing these live streams. And I think Meta is on the same boat there.
Absolutely.
It's nice and loose, and you can just kind of give your opinions.
We're just chilling. Like, it's so laid back. I'm not sweating. That's the thing I like, is I don't sweat during these streams. When I'm talking to the Sheeb Army,
yeah, you got to be on your toes. You're walking on eggshells.
Yeah, I'm like, don't mess up. But this is way more smooth. And well, now we do our favorite thing of the night. Meta, what is up next, man?
I think it's trivia time.
It's trivia time.
Oh, man.
It's trivia time. All right. Well,
I thought my question last time was a little harsh.
What was your question? I forget.
I asked what game was created.
Oh,
Animal RPG was created by the Gower.
I didn't even know that. That was Jagex. I was like, what are you talking about?
I mean, it is. They're the founders of Jagex.
Yes.
Jagex would have probably been a better way of saying that question.
Well, today, while we're discussing today's trivia, we're going to look at the beautiful Saitama chart in the background. And let's go ahead and talk about. Let's go ahead and go do some trivia. So, what are we thinking, folks? We didn't really talk about it prior to the stream. Usually we have some time for discussion, but Rigor was at the gym. Meta was having technical difficulties. I was just sitting here like, all right, the first time I'm on time for something. I'm usually the one that's late. But let's talk about the giveaway. What are you guys thinking? We have 34 people viewing. By the way, for the 34 of you that are in the chat, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to Off the Chain. I think we can get to 1,000 subscribers, guys, by end of the month. I'm gonna be
I think we can do it. I think we can do it.
End of the month. I think we can do it. Yes. So again, shout out to Sheeb Inu for sponsoring today's video and allowing us to do this giveaway. So what are we thinking? Rigor or Meta? I'm gonna let you guys take this one. How many winners? How much per person?
It's on Rigors. This is all you.
Let's see. We have 32 people. That's a little bit more than usual. Last time we did 5, right?
Yeah, we did 5. I think we had about 80.
Five $50 winners. Was it?
I think it was 5 $100 winners actually.
Oh dang, we're fancy with it.
We went all in on that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was with Volt, right?
That was.
I think we were just like really excited. We were just like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
35 $1 winners. I like that. No, I'm just kidding. That's that. No.
Oh my goodness, Wario. He said 10 $100 winners.
$1,000, man. Soon, guys.
Money goes on 3.
We're gonna get to 1,000 subscribers.
We're gonna have 1,000 subscribers.
Oh yeah, there you go.
We're gonna have people willing to sponsor the heck out of us, and we're gonna start doing $1,000 giveaways. We're gonna take this up a notch. One ETH giveaways one day. But it all
Ooh.
starts out here. So what are we thinking? 550.
550. I think
How
that
are gas
sounds.
fees looking?
How are what?
How are gas fees looking?
Gas fees are usually when you send them, person to person,
like nothing, right?
$4 or $5 max. When you're sending ETH.
I think 550 makes sense. It's like a good amount of money.
$50 winners. What do you guys think in the chat? Let's get some energy. I see Jayhawk in here. Jayhawk is in here. We have Christine. We have Warrior trying to get the Nutella. Man, we got a decent number of people. All right, we're at 50 minutes in the stream though. All right, so we're gonna do
All right.
5. I think you guys decided 550.
550 works.
I like
Five $50 winners. So we're gonna do trivia, folks. It's all
Let's do
about
it.
who can answer the question the fastest, and you're gonna respond directly in the live chat. Remember, smash the like button and subscribe. That's the only requirements to be a winner. Jayhawk says, just donate to the Jayhawk Foundation.
it. I've heard of that one.
I'm looking at your profile picture, man. You got a nice car. You might have to donate that first for the everything meta background. All right. Meta, how about you start us off this time?
Well, I have a question. Can we, to make it even more interactive, can whoever wins number 4, can they pick the question for number 5?
Oh,
Does that work? Where
I like
whoever
that.
wins number 4 posts on the chat their question, and then we'll Google it to double check the answer. But then whoever answers that first gets it.
So the
I like
fourth winner gets to pick the 5th question.
Yeah.
I dig it.
All right.
All right.
I'll go ahead and get started then with my
Jay.
question.
All right. Meta starting us off. Question number 1.
All right. Question is who has the quickest trigger fingers? Who has good internet? Well, this is gonna be a little selfish. So I released a video a few weeks ago about this project called Nifty Island, where I was streaming me building an island, and my character was an alien, and he was a specific color. What color was his alien?
Oh, I remember. I know this one.
So you're gonna need to go and hop in the video maybe and check it out real quick. And you might as well subscribe to me while you're at it. Well, what was the color of the alien in my video titled "Watch Me Build My Island in the Metaverse"? Oh, I like the noise. Okay. Oh, someone got it.
Oh, snap.
I believe it was red, which is Christine. Christine got it.
Hey, Christine. And she was about to log out.
She's about to go.
She was about to hop
sleep.
off.
Yeah.
Christine, see what happens when you stay? You get $50. That's dinner on us. Go treat yourself, girl. Red. Christine is the winner. Christine has also won on my stream a couple times. Huge supporter. Thank you so much, Christine. And shout out to everybody for answering. Blue, green. Oh, all kind. The whole rainbow was answered. Christine got it. Christine, you know what to do. You got to DM. So remember, guys, for the winners. Matt, how about you tell them?
Yeah, if you can just post your Twitter handle, and then we'll make sure we'll grab your wallet from Twitter DMs, just to make sure that it's you.
Yes. So Christine,
But-
all you got to do is follow Off the Chain. Let me pull up the account.
Yeah,
Off the Chain.
Off the Chain Live.
Off the Chain Live. I'm gonna pin our our Twitter on the chat. Everybody, make sure you're following. We tweet out random things. We're gonna start doing random giveaways. Believe it or not, we're gonna be known as the giveaway channel. All right.
Oh yeah.
I like it.
We're gonna be known as the giveaway channel. Shout out to the 246 people who have watched our stream tonight. Wow,
Oh, that's good
incredible
numbers.
Those are amazing numbers. All right, so make sure you're following off the chain. And on to the next.
Yeah, we got Pablo in the chat.
We got Pablo Escobar.
from the Volt Army.
Blue is the new red. My man Pablo. Hey, do we gotta invite? I feel like we gotta invite Pablo on to ask a question. He
Shit,
might
I'm
be our
done.
number 4.
Shit, I'm done.
Hey, Pablo, what you on, bro? I'm gonna send him the link to the.
He can give us an update on all things Volt at the same time.
Yeah, where's the Volt Army? Let's get the Volt Army in here. The Volt Army is strong, man. All right, Pablo. If you're free, if you're not free, please don't feel like you have to join us. But I want you to ask a question today. Shout out Pablo, man. Let me see here. Meanwhile, Christine, hopefully you can message Meta. Rigor Mortis, you're up next, man.
Let's do it. I do have my question ready. This one is, I feel like your pop's gonna know this. Maybe everybody's gonna know this one, but it's a little, I don't know.
Okay.
It's a little odd. But anyway, what famous US festival hosted over 350,000 fans in 1969?
Whoa. for? Like what?
Oh, somebody got it.
We'll just finish it.
Vontae and Thomas. It's Woodstock.
Woodstock, Vontae and Thomas, my man. Somebody's been keeping up with not current events, but
Yeah, that's
American
definitely
history.
not Kurt.
1969. Oh man, I love it. All right. Well,
Yeah, sorry, a little odd question there, as always. I thought you were gonna know this one, Pop.
Woodstock.
Yeah, Woodstock.
I like to think about 1969. That song. We didn't start the fire. Was that 1969?
Yeah, let's go with that. Shout out Miss Peltrit, though.
Hey, shout out to the gang. Hey, Pablo, I'm gonna send you the link. What, Miss Peltrit? Yeah, dang, dude. That's a throwback. All right. All right. One sec, guys. I'm sending Pablo the link so he can ask the fourth question.
Jayhawk said, I was born in the 90s. I was born in the 90s too, but I still know what Woodstock is.
Yeah. Rigor mortis, 1985, he arrived.
Yep, exactly. That's in the 90s.
Exactly. All right, Pablo. I'll send you the link so you can ask the fourth question, but I'm going to ask the third one, guys. I'm not like these guys asking these tough questions. All right. What comes up but must come down? No, I'm just kidding. You know? All right.
Saitama.
Saitama. Oh, shots fired. All right.
No.
That is an
Oh,
no.
I should have asked this question. Oh well.
All right, guys. Here's my question. Question of the night. Question of the night is: what is? I'm just kidding. That would have been a terrible question. I was gonna something about Sammy, but you know, right?
Wait.
Never mind.
Oh no.
All right. The question for
yeah.
me. It's gonna be random trivia. Let's see. I always struggle with these, believe it or not. You guys know what's funny is I was doing a live stream on my channel, and then I started doing this too. Oh, we got Pablo in here. Hold on, let me get Pablo in the chat. Hey, Pablo, man, what's going on,
up,
Pablo?
guys? What are you guys doing?
What's up?
Vote Army
Chilling,
strong.
chilling.
We're doing a giveaway.
Yeah,
How
man.
you guys like that game, the Shiba game?
Oh, dude,
Dope.
You guys
I'm a-
enjoyed it?
as soon as the stream ends, bro, I need to beat that level 1 at least. And I'm gonna send a
Dude,
tweet when I beat it too.
I was stuck in level 1 for like an hour. It took
Yeah.
forever to figure it out, man. You know what I
Yeah.
found out though? If you use the arrows just to move up and down and jump, it's so much easier than
Oh,
trying
is
to
that-
use the space bar and everything. Yeah, so you use the up and
Oh.
down. So if you do like a double up, it's like a double jump. You know?
Oh, double jump.
So-
Okay,
Yeah, so the arrows work so much easier.
gotcha.
And then you got your J and your K to smack people and shoot. So
Gotcha. 'Cause
it
what
made
I-
it easier once I figured that out.
That's good to know because what I was using was WASD keys, like because OG gamer here, so I was doing that, but I didn't know you can just use the arrow keys. I
yeah,
dig it.
yeah. So, but yeah. I'll ask a question. Is it my turn yet?
Yeah, you can go before me. Go for it.
Oof. Well, this one's gonna go back to see how many people actually watched my channel when I was very small. Like nobody knew me.
Oh.
So,
Oh,
what type of? You guys ready for the question? You guys ready?
already.
Let's do it.
What type of dog breed did I bring up on my channel? What type of dog?
breed?
Because I have a dog and he was a little puppy. What type of dog was he?
You guys better go to Pablo's channel quickly and try to surf through his videos or something.
I'm checking right now.
What type of dog did I have?
A German Shepherd, says Jay Linda.
Oof. Wait, let me see.
Shiba,
A bunch of
Well,
people
Chihuahua,
say Shiba Inu.
Nope.
boxer, Shih Tzu.
A Shih Tzu. They're all guessing at this point.
Yeah,
Lad. Pitbull.
Keep trying.
Sheesh.
Nope. No pit bull. No Chihuahua.
Chihuahua, Tim PK.
Oh, there it is. Jay got it.
Jayhawk,
Husky.
you lucky dog.
Oh, you have a husky.
You have a husky?
I have a husky. Yeah.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
they're
I have a little
beautiful.
pup.
Beautiful dogs.
They are, man. A
Nice.
blue-eye husky, man. A blue-eye husky. He's been in my channel like many times. I would bring him up when he was a puppy. I would hold him the whole time and record. And now he's just a big old dog, so it's kind of hard.
That's amazing.
There's a rumor that you're gonna make a token called Husky Inu. Can you
Ooh,
confirm?
I might.
Oh.
Everybody thought I was like the bull dad because my
Right.
dog kind of looked like the the logo. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Everybody thought I was the developer because of my dog. I was
Well,
like,
stay tuned, everybody. Husky Inu, maybe not.
maybe not.
I
It
think
all
Husky
depends.
would be-
It all depends if your pot wants to be partners on this one,
point.
Hey
Fair
man, let me know if you need a marketing guy.
right? Right?
I'll do.
Might
I'll
be
do what I
fun.
can. That would be all right. Well, Jayhawk is our third winner of the night, and now
Looks
we're
like
gonna
he's taking Christina out.
taking Christina
Oh.
out. Oh,
Yeah.
Now we're playing matchmaker.
Christina.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You never. Oh, yikes.
Oh, she's married.
Christine is. Oh, Jayhawk, man, you can't be doing that. You can't be doing that.
Stay in your lane.
All right. Question number 4, folks. And yes.
And remember, the winner of this question gets to pick the next question.
Yeah, exactly. So you guys got to win. And by the way, trivia is trivia. If someone wins twice, you're a winner. And that's that.
Ooh.
Question number 4. A famous NBA player passed away in 2020. Who was it?
Kobe Bryant.
Pablo answered.
No, there's.
Can I
there's
win?
no way people don't know it though.
What's that?
Does that count? Can I play? I mean,
Pablo's trying to sneak in.
Pablo is trying to sneak in.
you know me, man. I play hard.
Hey. Well, I mean, I think we could take the first one that answered, and that's Waria, aka the Nutella Queen or King.
Nutella, there you go.
Nutella, $50 of Nutella
No way.
coming your way.
No way the Nutella wins.
Yep.
Nutella, I was hoping he would win. He or she.
There it is. There
Yep.
it is.
Hey, the only requirement, Waria, is we need photo proof that you buy Nutella with the 50. All right, that's
They
$50
said,
worth of Nutella.
they said they're getting the big pack from Costco earlier.
The big pack.
Hey.
Oh, the big pack.
Does she have to
All
buy
right.
bread or no bread? Bread or no bread?
That's a
Oh,
good
man.
question.
No, spoon. That's it. Scoops.
That's it. Okay. All right.
That's the way to do it. All right, Waria, the Nutella winner. You might have to ask now. You do have to ask a question, actually. So, Waria,
It's all on you, Warrior.
make sure you guys post me when I take the photo. I got you. I will retweet and everything. But Waria, we need you to ask question number 5. Anything and everything trivia related. Go ahead and ask. I've been lacking on the Jeopardy music, but yeah. Waria, what's our question for our final question of the night? My Twitter is Waria Crypto. I'm gonna go follow you right now, Waria. Waria Crypto. Hashtag blockchain bandit. I dig it. Well, you got to follow back. We'll wait for the Nutella.
Hey, man. Well deserved. He's
Absolutely.
always here.
Agreed.
Always here. Well deserved.
What color is Goku's hair when he is in instinct mode?
I like it. Good question.
Dang.
Oh, instinct mode. Nice.
Don't answer, Pablo. Oh, okay. Pablo.
I'm not.
I
I'm not.
thought
I'm not.
you were about to spill the beans. I was like, I don't even know this because I know Kaioken. I know all the Super Saiyans,
Yeah.
obviously.
Man,
but-
you haven't watched
Oh,
Dragon Ball
somebody
Super,
got
have
it.
you?
Somebody got it.
Super I haven't seen. What
You
the-
know, this one's a little weird because I mean it is white, but it's also kind of grayish. You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
And you have a person that reply gray, and then you have another person that reply white. So silver. There you go.
Over, yeah.
Was in between gray and white. Silver.
Yeah, that one's tough because it's like I feel like all of those answers could low key be correct. I feel like silver is probably the most correct answer.
Mhm.
What's if we Google it?
Yeah,
Goku's
just
hair?
Google Goku Ultra
Do-
Instinct.
do Ultra Instinct.
Man, you need to watch Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah, I do need to. Hair.
You're tweaking.
color.
Dude, that's like the best season, man, of all time.
Oh,
Ultra Instinct is both godly and pure. It is a form defined by the color white. that
Interesting.
shimmers
Okay, that's-
in the aura that may look silver, but are actually white, as the color itself holds cultural significance,
interesting.
according to Quora. But man, that's a tough question because that's kind of it's not. I wouldn't say, man, I didn't know Goku looked like this.
Bro, you're missing out.
I am missing out. Pablo, you gotta put me on, man.
Dude,
Some
you gotta
DBZ
you gotta
Super.
watch, dude. You gotta watch them, bro. Like the whole season is amazing. Like, You need to just cancel every live stream you guys schedule for the next 3 weeks. Watch Dragon Ball.
And this is Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah, it's Dragon Ball
Yep.
Super. Yeah,
All right.
dude,
Well,
the battles.
I think
are
if we're gonna
insane.
go based off of technicalities, I think we're gonna have to give it to whoever said white first.
Oh yeah, give it to White.
Tech-
Give it to White.
Yeah,
I mean that's
that's
a
I think
technical.
which
Who
would
was
be Harkula.
Harkua
Where is it?
right there.
Harkua wrote gray, and then they wrote white. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they
Right.
did
Harkua
have the
got
answer
it.
first.
Harkua.
That's funny.
All right.
You guys want to
Well,
know?
there's-
You guys want to know something funny?
What's
That's
that?
actually my son that answered that question.
Oh,
Harkua.
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, you got $50 today for hopping on the stream with us.
Take your dad out to eat.
Nice.
Yeah, Harkua, you
take
got to
me
take
out.
him somewhere, something
Take me
nice
out
too.
to dinner.
Steak dinner.
Yeah,
There you go.
steak. Let's
Jay
go.
Linda, I think you sometimes whenever you type it out, just based off of internet connectivity, sometimes it appears that you type something out first, but you're actually, it's like in a queue type of thing. So it might have looked like you were first on your screen, but on our screen, it does look like Wario was first, and then Harkua actually said Kobe second, and then you came in at third saying Kobe. That's at least what I can see on my screen. Can anybody else confirm?
Yeah, same thing on my end.
Yeah, and what I did between the previous stream and now is I turned slow mode off. So I know people were having issues with that, but that's taking care of it now. So, all right, we got our 5 winners. Meta, did everybody send you a direct message on Twitter?
Only Christine so far. But I have Jay's Twitter, I have Waria, and I have Vontae. Harkua, I have the exclusive, but I'm not seeing the exact one.
Here it is
Yeah.
at
I see-
Declusive.
I don't see. There's a DJ exclusive and a Jesus.
There's a Jesus, and then there's
Jesus,
DJ
sorry.
exclusive.
Now, let
He
me
said
tell him to-
Jesus.
I'll send them directly. Let's see.
Excellent. Or we can always send it to Pablo, and then
Yeah,
Matt can decide
always-
whether or not to get
Yep.
it.
I'd be shopping.
So your son's a huge DBZ fan too.
Yeah, man. We've been ever since he was like he can't remember. We watch every episode ever made.
I love it.
We
man.
bought every Xbox game related to Dragon Ball. Everything
Bro.
Dragon Ball.
Please tell me you played Dragon Ball Z Budokai.
Oh, of course, man. Of course.
Oh my, that was
Oh,
the
geez.
classic Tenkaichi. Like they changed the
Yeah.
game with that one, but Budokai, that was our game growing up.
That was
Man.
fun, man. That was fun. Raging Blast was probably one of my favorites too. You ever play
Mm,
Raging Blast?
Great game.
Absolutely.
Mhm. Yep.
Awesome. Well, guys, you know what time it is. It's time to wrap up the stream.
Warrior said that they can't message.
Oh, you got to follow him
And,
back.
Yeah.
I just messaged them right now, so they should be able to now.
All right,
All right,
sweet.
Warrior, you should be able to hopefully message the off the chain account. Well, guys, yeah, honestly, another
Oh,
successful.
Vontae, you gotta DM the Twitter account. It's pinned up at the top of the chat.
Yes.
Go ahead and follow, and then DM that account. And then drop your Twitter handle on the chat so we know it's you.
Yes, please. And I think Meta said he found his Twitter, right?
Yeah. I think it's just
Oh, whoa. Jayhawk, whoa. Bet y'all didn't play Tenkaichi 2 on PS2. Yes, sir, I
2 on
did.
2 PS2.
Rigor Mortis and I both. We had a PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, 3. We were PlayStation kids growing up. And man,
Absolutely.
if you're trying to, we might have to do a little tournament or something. I would go buy a PlayStation 2 right now just to play Tenkaichi.
That was
Permission
funny.
from-
That
Go ahead.
was funny. Like we were watching the live stream when you were playing the game, and my son's like, how do I compete in these trivias? Like, just get on the chat and then answer questions.
Yeah.
And then he won.
And then he won.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I love it. Oh yeah, we need moderators. How do we get? I need to like enable. Oh wait, no, here we go. Add moderator. Christine, I got you with the wrench. Christine is an anti-FUD. I'm gonna make Harkua also. I'll make him a moderator in the chat. All right, Pablo. He's got banning rights. Jayhawk.
All right.
Jayhawk is a moderator officially. Bada bing boom
Huh.
pow.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, you get like a little wrench to like ban people who are, dropping FUD saying Pablo is Pablo Escobar, stuff like that.
I
Be
got
like, bro,
this.
be
I
like,
ban
boy,
people for a living.
Pop, don't do it. I love you, but I will wreck you. And Jayhawk, hey, we got to talk on Discord. I would love to host some kind of gaming event. Just got to find a PS2.
Yeah.
The thing is on a PS, because I got a PS5 now. Can you can't, no. We looked. We couldn't get Budokai or Tenkaichi on the PS5.
Nah.
Yeah, that's one of the setbacks.
And then
That's
Harkua
fine.
said that we can go ahead and send that ETH to Pablo, if that's cool with you, Pablo.
Yeah,
Pablo.
totally. I'll spend it wisely.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
I'll spend it wisely.
He looked around the corner and said, "He better not be
Mess.
coming to attack."
And I think
No, I'll move it over to my Crow car, and then we'll just go shopping. You know what I mean?
There you go. Hey, Pablo. Speaking of Crow, are you staking on Crypto.com?
I am. I'm staking my my Ethereum and my USDC.
Nice. So, yeah, we'll talk off stream then because I want to know more about that. I feel like we got a dedicated stream for staking, and I just want to bring. I'm going to bring like I know someone who's like staking. I think he said what $2 million on Crypto.com. So I would love to have a discussion about staking, the benefits, the risks, everything. So definitely want to talk off stream though, man.
Yeah, for sure. I'll hang around. I'm just chilling.
Awesome.
Hey Pablo, can you follow us back on Twitter? Just because I tried to DM you, it wouldn't let me.
Let's
Pablo
see.
Crow.
I will follow you gladly, brothers.
Where
you at?
Off the chain live.
There it is. Pablo Crow. Make sure you guys check out Pablo Crow on Twitter. And he's also a YouTuber, by the way. For those of you who might not know. Most of you probably know, but Pablo, he's getting your shorts game, man. I need to get my shorts game up. Do you edit them yourself?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I love it, man. Pongo Inu, Volt Inu. You're the Inu man.
Hey, I love my Inus,
Husky
man.
Inu.
They have made me six figures many times, so I love it. You know?
Absolutely, man. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Inu tokens. I lost a decent amount of subscribers after I got to like Inu number 3, but then a whole lot of new ones came after. I was like, guys,
believe it.
Inus are bringing money. Apollo Inu, like that's been going absolutely nuts.
Dude, did you see what was it? Whose wallet was it? It was like 3 million. Who was it? What's his name? Hancock? How do you say his name?
Oh, Hanok.
Hanok.
Hanok Crypto. Yeah, dude. He's made nice money on Apollo, but
dude, and all that came from Apollo. So you gotta respect your Inus, man. You got to.
You do. Either embrace them or run away and miss out.
Yep. I'm not saying that every Inu is successful. I'm just saying that, they're out there and you got to keep an eye out,
Absolutely. 100%. But all right, folks, we're going to end the stream now. Thank you all, everybody. You got all the contacts, Meta?
Yep, all good.
Perfect.
Sweet.
So yeah, we might think about doing a stream about staking soon, but we know, as you guys know, again, Wednesday evenings and Sunday evenings, we typically do our, just kind of chat on YouTube. We get people like Pablo coming in and visiting us.
Yeah,
but it's been a lot of fun.
It is fun, dude. This channel's awesome. You guys are doing it right.
Appreciate it, man. But thank you all so much for tuning in, guys. It was a lovely, lovely night. We'll be back here Sunday night, maybe before. You never know. You never know with us. But at the very latest, we'll be back Sunday evening. That's all we had for you guys. So until next time, then, keep investing.
Peace, guys.
Thank
Peace out.
you.
Take care.